Good morning, guys. It is officially December and I just woke up. I am not sure if I'm taking part in Vlogmas yet because I'm still so behind in everyone's videos that I don't really know a lot about Vlogmas. So for the time being, I'm just really behind on the books that I needed to finish for November, and they won't count for December with Reindeer Readathon if I've already started them. So I'm just checking in, I guess, as like incentive to finish the books faster. So we are sitting, I need to look at the camera, not the screen. Okay, come on, Ash. So Dragonfly and Amber, I am like 35% done. I'm sitting about here. Yeah, that works. And Surrender, I'm actually 25% done now as of yesterday. So we are sitting about here. And the other books that I am reading are on my tablet, which apparently I did not bring downstairs. So I'm reading Rebecca with as a buddy read with Jamie, and I am like 10% done with that one. So I'm very behind. It's finally starting to get interesting. I like chapter 7, so I'm trying my best, but it's an older book, so it's slower to me than like a young adult novel or something. And then I am reading Notorious, and that is also on my tablet and my phone on the NetGalley app, and I'm 50% done as of last night because things got really interesting and I wanted to finish and see what happened. So I finally fell asleep. I think I woke up at like 3 in the morning and I read it for like an hour or 2 and then fell back asleep. So I'm also sleepy, but Michael made me coffee before he went to work, which was really sweet of him. And I need to go fill up the advent calendar. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I also really need to shower and just life. But that's pretty much it for me. I'll check back in later. Hey guys, please excuse my messy office. I am in the middle of cleaning it and making it suitable for Michael to share the office with me because we're turning his office into a gym. Well, we actually did already. And his part of the office is over here. And mine is a disaster because it's just been like my living room while he was gone. So it's gonna take a minute. But it is 5:30. I got some stuff done around the house and some administrative work done. I read one chapter or section of all of the 4 books that I'm reading, and really the only progress that I have made that I should share, I guess, is that I made it to 20% on Rebecca. So this sounds super lame. I actually don't know a lot about classics. And I know that in one classic, there's this plot where this man has his like wife or his ex-wife or his former wife, whatever. He like keeps her in the attic, I think. Someone told me that. Or I watched like a remake or a retelling of that story. And I know nothing about like classics or anything like that. So every time I read a classic, I'm waiting for the man to show that his wife is in the attic. So I knew that it wasn't the plot of Pride and Prejudice because I've seen like a bunch of different iterations of that movie. But when I read Downton Abbey, no, that's not right. When I read Northanger Abbey, I definitely thought when the girl was like, oh, I think there's ghosts in this house, that it was a wife of the character and the romantic interest. And then when they said that she was basically like just imagining things and being childish, I really thought that it was the ghost in that book, but it wasn't. Now that I'm reading Rebecca, and I realize that Rebecca is the former wife, and everyone's being super strange about it. The new Mrs. De Winter just got to Marylee. I'm like, is this the book? Is this finally the book where the man's wife is alive and in the attic? So I'm just waiting to find out. And I'm pretty sure Jamie's already read this book. I could ask her, but I just want to be left like, honestly, don't tell me. I want to read every classic novel, just waiting to find someone's wife in the attic. And maybe it's not even the plot. Maybe it was just a retelling. I don't know. But anyway, I'm still 50% on Notorious, 25% on Surrender. And Dragonfly and Amber, I am at 36% right now. Sorry, I'm just looking at my Goodreads page. So I made it to chapter 26, I think, of Dragonfly and Amber. And the last chapter was extremely unsettling. I'm so confused. I'm trying to figure out... I knew that there was some kind of supernatural aspect or magical aspect in this book, I guess, because of the stones and how they can time travel, but I assumed that was like it for the fantastical part of the book. And now what happened in this last chapter really threw me. I'm trying to think how to describe it without spoiling it. So if you've already read it, it's like the part where this guy comes in and there's like blue lights. It was magical, unless they have like a scientific way of explaining it. But that's all I know for now because the chapter ended rather abruptly and I'm very confused. So that's pretty much it for where I am today. I didn't get very far in anything. I'm just trying to, it felt like a Monday and the sun has already set and it's 5:30 and that's really throwing off my sleep cycle and being awake. I also want to try a new editing program, DaVinci. Thank you to Stasia for possibly helping me figure out what I was doing wrong. So I'm looking forward to trying that. And I linked all of my BookTube friends as featured profiles on my account. So I am super excited. You guys should check all of them out. I have a couple more people to add, but I am really behind on watching videos, so hopefully I will get that updated as I watch everyone's videos. That's pretty much it for now. I need to go make a grocery pickup list for Walmart tomorrow, and I've been putting it off way too long, like even making this video. I'm definitely procrastinating the grocery list. So yeah, I'll check back in tomorrow. Bye guys. Hey, it is Wednesday. I think it's around 6:30. I just got home for the day. I organized my whole office, which I haven't done like all year. Maybe like early summer or late spring, but besides that it's been a pigsty. So actually I'll show you guys it. Hold on. This is a disaster because I did my makeup. Vanity. Very small pop collection. I only started a couple years ago. Books I want to read before the end of 2020. Office desk. Michael's office desk. My favorite pops. Some jewelry. Some leaves I should have taken down like weeks ago. That's pretty much it. But I really like it. It feels cozy. Okay, what are updates on books? I haven't finished anything today and it's the 2nd. So I am getting pretty stressed about that. Sorry, I just like gorged myself on Taco Bell. It's fine. I'm like 38% done with Dragonfly and Amber now. It's getting interesting. I think my friend Martine from Just Martine said this was her least favorite book, and I'm really feeling that. At least, like with Outlander, I felt like I went through Outlander in like less than a week. And this is month 3 now of reading Dragonfly and Amber. And I think it's due back today, but the library is moving. So they told me to keep the book and I won't be charged any late fees. So there's that. And I'm gonna try and finish it. Otherwise, I'm just gonna return it because I've already renewed it twice and I'll have to get the ebook, which I really don't want to do. I have the audiobook, but the narrator sounds like an older woman than how I imagine Claire's age, and it really throws me off. And when they were describing like how they kill the traitor on the audiobook, that was too much for me. So I don't know that I want to do that. It made me really nauseous. What else? I'm reading Surrender. We've read the author's childhood, and now we're getting to the part where I think she's about to find out that she's pregnant. So that's definitely interesting. I'm really enjoying that book. No complaints. I'm reading Rebecca. I think I'm on chapter 8 or chapter 9 now. I really don't like the new main character, the new Mrs. De Winters. I really don't like Maxim. I'm kind of interested in she's not like the maid, she's whoever's in charge of the household. I can't remember her name. They keep saying like dark, lifeless, that she seems to have like some sort of ulterior motive. She seems to know something about the wife that the new Mrs. De Winters doesn't know. So I'm very intrigued. I really just want to finish the book so that I can watch the movie with Lily James and Armie Hammer. Yeah, so we'll see. And then what else? Okay, I want to say something about Notorious. It's an arc that I'm reading. It's by Minerva Spencer. So I'm not extremely well educated on Islam. I don't want to sound ignorant when I say this. So if I say something that is incorrect or ignorant, I'm very sorry, and please correct me. But it was my impression that if you belong to the religion of Islam, I believe that's what they said in the book, like, that Islam was his religion. So, sorry, Gabriel, the main character, there's Drusilla and Gabriel. She calls him out when they first get married, or they're about to get married, because he's drinking alcohol. And she says, I think people who belong to the religion of Islam don't drink alcohol. And he said, well, sometimes people bend the rules, which, you know, like that happens in like Catholicism with birth control, or like Christians and having premarital sex. So I get that. But then, so she called him out on that, which is something that I actually didn't know. Like, that wasn't common knowledge to me, that that alcohol was banned. But what really threw me is that she called him out on that. And then literally the next chapter, she was making him a plate of food, and she put slices of ham on his plate, and he was like, yeah, that looks good. And I thought that if you belong to the religion of Islam, you couldn't eat pork. So I thought, like, maybe because it was really quick, like, the author had missed it. And then in the next chapter, I think they were at breakfast together, and it said, like, he was not chowing down, but something like that. He was chowing down on a piece of ham. I don't know. It's not, unless I'm just completely ignorant and I'm thinking of the wrong religion or sect of religion, I feel like if you're gonna go for a character's religion, you should research it. And again, I don't know the author's religion, so maybe I'll just edit this all out because maybe I'm completely wrong. I'll try to do more research tonight. And again, I'm so sorry if I am. But if I'm not, that does kind of bug me that, like, they don't even say anything about it. Like, I feel like he could have been eating anything else. I don't know. It bothered me. But what was the other thing? I need to look up his best friend's first name, because I know his last name is Bayer. And in the chapter that I'm reading now, I'm about 70% of the way through. It says Gideon went to meet the Viscount. Or Viscount. I think it's Viscount. I'm very bad at pronunciation. So I thought that was Bayer. So I'm like, who the hell is Gideon? So I think that perhaps she may have wrote Gideon instead of Gabriel. And that also really bothered me. I know it's an arc, and I don't know, because I'm really new at arcs. Am I supposed to, like, put in my notes to the publisher about this? Like, am I supposed to say anything, or is it too late because the book already came out and I should just hope that someone caught it before the published copy? I don't know. that's my thoughts so far. Yeah, I just finished eating dinner. We're watching Swamp Thing downstairs. Michael's trying to catch up to me because I'm on like episode 5. He's on episode 2. So, and I don't hear a plane, so I'm worried that he paused. So I'm gonna go downstairs. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna keep reading. I need to get to at least 75% on Notorious. I need to look at the camera. So yeah, I check back in on Thursday. Bye guys.